Hello lawn mowing people. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through and show you how to fill out an MR70 form, which is how you claim your fuel tax back. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll go online and we'll do a search for MR70. That'll give us a form that we need to fill in. You can see it'll be the first thing that you get, and then you just download this to your computer. Save, and you're all done. You've now got your MR70 form and you can go ahead and fill that in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've been doing a few of these lately, and I've got some MR70 forms that are already filled in here, so I'm going to pull one up now, and this basically is an MR70 form once it's filled in. Now I'll just go through some of the things here, and then I'll fill out one myself and send it in and do a fuel claim for a quarter. So when you start off, you want to go petrol because that's what you're using in your mowers. Now you get an exercise refund customer number. If you don't have a number, if you haven't put in one of these forms yet, then what you need to do is you need to tick this box and send the form in without a number. Then they'll actually email you back and give you a number for your next one. So you can fill in this form without a number. And then you basically put the name of your business, the address, your email address, and what quarter you're filling this in for. So I'm actually going to be saving this. So I'll go save as, and you can see how it's September 22. I'm actually going to do the next quarter, which will be 31st of December. So I'll go 12/2022 because these are some old ones that I'm doing here. So the next thing I'll do is I'll make sure that I have got the correct date in here, and then everything else here is done. This here is basically where you put the amount of lawnmowers that you're using, the amount of weed eaters and blowers, and I'll show you how to do this formula a little bit later on. This is where you sign the form. If you won't be able to sign it with the free version of Adobe. If you haven't got any software, there is software online where you can sign for free, but I'll also have a link underneath to some software that you can buy that's about $30, and that'll do everything you need as far as PDFs go. Now the date today is the 26th of the 9th. I'll just leave everything as it is because there's no need to change it. Then what I need to do is I need to go through and I need to start here. This is where I take notes of the fuel that I've used over that quarter. Now I get this information from my fuel card. I would recommend that you use a fuel card. If you don't use a fuel card, you can actually take this off your dockets. Now one thing that I would say is that you need dockets that are for lawn mowing fuel only. So if you fill up your vehicle and your fuel at the same time, then you're going to have a problem because you need to be separating those. So make sure that you've got a separate invoice for both the fuel that goes into your vehicle and the fuel that goes into your mowers. And the only thing that we're interested in claiming here is the fuel that goes into your mowers, because of course you're not using any fuel tax here. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to go through and collect all the dockets that I've got for the period that I've just written it up here, which is the 31st of December 2022. I'm going to go and get all of those dockets, and then I'm going to compile them and I'm going to fill this out. This is the first thing that I'll be doing. Right, so I'm in the inbox here and I'm going to do a search for Kiwi fuel cards. This is the company that we use to do all our fuel. They also they give us a 10% discount at mobile, so they're pretty good. This is where the last one that I did finished off. So what I'll be doing is I'll be going through and checking these dates: the 9th of October, 21st, 23rd of October, 9th of November, and I'll be downloading all of these and putting them all together in a folder so we can do our return. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll go in and download the first statement, and we'll just go through and we'll do all of those right up to the 31st of December. Right, so I've downloaded them all. Now this one here for the 9th of January, the period ended on the 31st of December, so we just want to look and see whether this actually has any transactions for that period. And you can see here, yeah, it's got some fuel purchased on the 12th. That there was lawnmower fuel, and there's some more here, so we'll download this one as well. Now I won't put a star next to this one because this is the same one that I want to start off on my next MR70 form that I fill in, because this here's got a couple of transactions for the following period as well, so I'll leave the star there and I'll just unstar these. Now I should have, it pays to make sure that you've got all of them, so the ones that you've got you want to count. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so there should be 7 of them. So if I go to my downloads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so you can see that they're all there. So what I do is I open the first one of these, and what I like to do is I like to actually drag it out here so I've got them both side by side. Right, and now we're ready to start tracking the payments. So the first thing you do is you go down here, and we're looking for where we've filled up the cans, the small cans, and so you can usually tell because it's on the same day as a main fill, and it's a smaller number. So you can see the vehicle is filled up here, the cans were filled up here, same again, and the same here. So in this period we've got 3 transactions that we're going to be claiming on. Okay, now that we've marked all of our transactions, what we'll do is we'll put them into an Excel sheet, and this sheet will work out what we need to put on the rest of the form. So this is the sheet here. It's got some formulas that'll work out these figures for you. I'll attach a copy at the bottom of this video so you can use that. So what you do is you go in, you start at the beginning, and then you just put the location. Type of fuel is always going to be the same. You purchase, so name and location, so we're starting off here. You only have to do this once because you can copy and paste it the rest of the time. Type of fuel is unleaded 91. Purchase 22. Number of litres 0.36. And you just basically go through and transfer all of your numbers onto this here so you can work from there. Okay, so I'll see you when that's done. Right, now everything's on here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through this, check off one by one. Mobile Tirapa, 10.36 litres, yes. 710, make sure everything's correct. Okay, and then we'll get this here into the MR70 form and come back then, and I'll show you how the formulas work so you can fill in the rest of the form. Okay, so we've checked it and everything's okay, it all matches up, and this is where you start putting your figures in. So the first figure you want to put in is change this here to whatever that is, 235.45. You want to come to the top of the page. So the total amount here is 235.45. Same again. Because you're not going to be carrying anything through. This is basically, if you're working on a farm or something like that, then you'll be using some of these figures here on your off-road vehicles. But we're only doing lawns. So this is your lawnmowers, right, the number of lawnmowers you've got. Now when it comes to litres used for lawnmowers and blowers and that, then if you go here, this will give you the figures that you need. So this is your weed eaters, will be 29.43. or weed eaters and blowers, sorry, be 35, 32, and your lawnmowers will be 213, 200.13. Those there, if you add them together, will be 235.45. Great stuff. Move to the next one. Got today's date there. The next one is your lawnmower, so it's written there, 200.13. Your weed eaters will be 29.43. And your blowers will be 5.89. Change that there to 235.45. Make sure that I've changed it up there as well. Hit the save button, and now everything's ready to go. We can go and send the form in and claim our money. So now we're going to submit the form. So what I'll do is I've typed in MR70. I'll look up my last form, just make sure everything's the same. So this is the address here, so we're going to make it 2. This is the title, so this basically tells them what the submission's for. So this will actually be December. Attach my little note. You don't have to put sorry about the delay of your current, I'm just a little bit behind. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my MR70 that I've filled, all of the forms that I've just marked off. I'll attach them there, hit send, and there you go. That's the MR70 for the quarter ending December 2022, and that's how it works. So I hope you found this helpful.